Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinal taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Stanford's offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Caught on the outside, it's Bachmeyer. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. To the air, it's Daniels. Finds his tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And they're not on the same page there. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. So SMU's offense will get the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab outside. It's Maryland. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The play action fake. Trying to get to him. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Finds the tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. And the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Going to try to get it himself. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense set on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and the coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game. Time
winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking for a man, it's Stone. Right on target this time. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. RPO complete to open the drive. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down after the good 1st down run. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Trying to move them on the counter. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Daniels. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Encroachment.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The handoff to Johnson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He makes the connection. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Mustangs are on the move. They'll go back to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Off play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Stone. Has to throw this off his back foot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Now, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 11 over Louisville.
Going up top on 1st down. They're working that left side.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. got it in the middle. It's Hudson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And that is another first down.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got it. All kinds of room to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to run it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, SMU.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own, and the ball's free deep in his own territory. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Pressure coming. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Dropping back, it's Stone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On second down, he's looking downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, Mustangs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're bringing heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Pocket starts to collapse. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Dallas to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinal! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Number 43.
This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Number 37, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. They'll give it to Johnson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
It's another first down for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Stone. Unloads to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. He's got an open man. Can anyone catch him? Past the 20. Touchdown, Stanford! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Number 24.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Toretto in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Stone. Working that left side now.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball.
And it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A quick pass to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Stone. It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. A little screen to the running back. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Mustangs will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looking for a block, it's Thompson. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. No gain on 1st down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Got it set up on the outside. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Snagged in the middle. It's Maryland. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. They're going to ride this running back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Stone. He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. The hand to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. It'll be a draw. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Reads it, fires complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And that is another
The handoff to Johnson. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged on the outside, it's Harris. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. On the move. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They try to pop a run on the draw, and he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Trying to escape and get it himself. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Give to the running back. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He'll run it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. To the ground to try to move the chains. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum.
Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Mustangs. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Louisville. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Catch in the middle, it's hold. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got it in the middle, it's Bachmeier. And a big-time grab there, knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Man, we've seen it in this game, even though his team is losing. This guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to continue to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let him down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the 1st down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4, they'll go for it. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.